Much peace and love sent to you guys. How is your day going? Let me try to actually recalibrate a bit my energies and actually move into today's live, which is the 4 levels of consciousness and how you can actually integrate yourself as presence, as being, as completion. Now, I'm gonna name what the 4 levels of consciousness are. The first level is to me consciousness. So to me consciousness. The second level is by me consciousness. The third level is through me consciousness. And the fourth level is as me consciousness. Now, this is really powerful because this reflects our journey into the developing our consciousness. This reflects our journey and the way that we can actually integrate ourselves. It is also about how we choose to identify ourselves each day. It is also about how we can actually realize some stuff about how our consciousness works. Now, all levels are valid. All levels have their own purpose. All levels are okay to be experienced. There is no level that is better, even though the frequency is different, but there is no level that maybe you should avoid. So I'm going to start with to me consciousness, which is the first level. Now, this is the level of the unconscious. This is the level of the unconscious. This is where we actually think that life is actually happening to us and that we have no control over our vibration. We have no control over our reality. This is where people find themselves playing the victim. So let's say something negative happens to you. And the way that you will perceive this is actually like, okay, I have experienced something negative. It has happened to me. Now you feel like you want to react. Now you feel like you want to react into the situation. And actually you will get triggered mentally, emotionally. And you play like you are the victim. But this is also okay because in these moments we find out that actually this negative and this life happened, this negative situation happened because it is a lesson for our unhealed parts of ourselves to actually get healed. So the first level is to me consciousness. Life is happening to me. You feel powerless. You feel that you have no, again, you feel like you have no control over your mental body, over your emotional body, over your thoughts. Okay? So it is actually okay to find yourself into to me consciousness. This is where we actually are not that aware, we are not that mature spiritually about our consciousness. This is where we actually don't really question ourselves. Okay? So it is also, it is actually okay to experience to me consciousness. This is also the consciousness of separation. You see yourself separated from this reality. You see yourself separated from your potential. You see yourself separated from other people. So it's like now you have became, you must begin, and this is how to integrate it. You must begin to actually question yourself, to accept your thoughts, to accept your beliefs, to relax yourself in such a way that you can actually let your energies expand. And actually, you must become a match with the next level of consciousness, which is by me consciousness. Now, this is the stage in the by me consciousness that you actually start your maybe your self-development work. This is where you actually think that you must actually put in the hard work in order to actually achieve success, maybe in order to integrate yourself in the spiritual and maybe in the self-development process. Now, the Bimah stage, you actually think that you actually must go for it. You think it's about hard work. You think it's about putting the work. This is actually okay. This is actually okay thing, and it's in my perspective, I'm not really a hard worker because I have allowed myself to expand my energies that can actually let life happen through me, maybe. But it's also okay to experience by me consciousness because now you have the opportunity to set yourself in motion and actually become the match to the things that you want to attract, to the things that you want to create, to the things that you want to accomplish. Okay, so putting in the work to self-development is actually okay, but I believe that in this stage the ego is also involved. In this stage the ego is also involved. So yes, again, it's okay to put in the work, it's okay to be passionate about life, but someone said that if you find yourself in the process of always accomplishing more and wanting more, the ego also might be involved. So the ego also might be involved. But again, all stages of consciousness are okay to be experienced, and I think it's a natural process to actually experience all of them. So I have had moments where I have been guided by my inner self to actually put in the hard work. Now, I am here to tell you the fact that we can actually go to the next level, which is actually true me consciousness, and this is really beautiful. True me consciousness is about the connection between the connectivity in your own consciousness that reflects the whole existence itself. Now, I don't want to go too deep. I want to keep it at a more general speaking level. And true me consciousness is where you actually realize that life is happening through you. Life is actually happening through you, and you are only a vessel of love. True me consciousness is very powerful because you can realize that the key is actually to let go. So the key is actually to let go. So I realized that I have the beautiful ability to not fight my thoughts. I have the beautiful capability to not fight my emotions. Okay. So it's like you have put in the work, you have experienced maybe darkness, you have experienced hard moments in the first level. And now in the second level, you have put in the work. And now in true me consciousness, you have cleared your energies in such a way that you are now starting to purify your spiritual bodies, your mental bodies, your physical body, and now you can actually allow your guidance, your inner being, to actually speak through you, to actually create through you, to actually find whatever you are passionate about and become the match to actually create the life that you want. So this is true me consciousness. It's a really powerful thing. True me consciousness is a really powerful thing. And if you are experiencing true me consciousness, it is a great time to actually open your heart. So if you are experiencing true me consciousness, it's a great time to actually open your heart. Because the heart, the emotion is a very powerful thing. I believe that true me consciousness is also about feelings. It's also about feelings. It's also about the action, but it's more about feelings, okay? I really love Abraham Hicks, and she talks about finding vibrational alignment before going for your dream life. we could find ourselves trying to get things done, trying to get everything done, but our thoughts, our emotions are not really a match to what we want. So I believe that if you really want something, you must become it first. You must visualize it. You must feel yourself like you are already there. You must feel yourself like you are already there. So this is true me consciousness. This is where I'm actually trying to find myself each day. This is where I am trying to actually expand my being to be in a state of pure beingness. Now, the last level, and I'm not sure I really have a lot of information about the last level, which is as me consciousness, because I might be there, but maybe I am not yet there with my full being. So as me consciousness is pure being actually. You realize that you are not separated from the world. You realize that your consciousness is not separated from anything. In the as me consciousness, you let go of the illusion of separation. In as me consciousness, you are experiencing love. And love is the most powerful vibration into the world. So if you want to raise your energies, guys, if you want to raise your frequency, allow yourself to feel the emotion of love, of forgiveness, of kindness, of authenticity. Allow yourself to feel that good positive emotion. Enter the flow state. As me consciousness is also about where the ascended masters are. As me consciousness is you realizing that this life is about infinity. This life is infinite. You are actually infinite. Your consciousness is infinite. Okay, so as me consciousness is, I'm not even sure that I can even speak about as me consciousness. It's a beautiful thing. It's about knowing. It's about knowing yourself. It's about letting go of the mind. It's about moving into your heart. It's about realizing that life is very mysterious. Life is very mysterious. It's about yourself integrated your spiritual powers, your spiritual gifts. And maybe it's not even all about spirituality. I realized that even in my own journey, I'm starting to realize that yes, I could speak about all the higher dimensional stuff. I could be curious about it, and I'm still curious about it. But the question is, how human can I get? The question is, how human can I get? How can I actually become more loving? How can I become more loving, more peaceful, more kind? You know? So, guys, these are the 4 levels of consciousness. I believe that each level must be integrated, and a good way to actually start your self-development process and your spiritual process is to actually begin with the physical body. So it's like your emotions are stored in the physical body. And the more that you move into your body, the more that you open your energy, you actually create the flow where emotions can actually flow better through you. So start with the physical body, but it's not like I'm here to tell you what to do. You can actually do whatever you wish in this life, but my suggestion would be become aware of yourself. Become aware of yourself, become aware of your thoughts, and actually find that love perspective that wants to actually be infinite and loving. Thank you for watching. Also, feel free to check my YouTube channel. I'm also gonna post this live on my YouTube channel. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me on this journey. You guys are amazing. I really trust the fact that you will actually become anything that you want to become Life is about expansion. Life is about yourself becoming aware. And you don't have to believe my message. You don't have to believe me. I'm only a messenger. I'm only here to share with you guys my perspective. And I realized that it's about being humble. It's about being yourself. It's about loving yourself, and it's about sharing your gifts with the world. Also, relax yourself in your presence. That is a beautiful thing. Thank you for watching, and see you on whatever is coming up next. I love you guys. Much peace, and keep keep following your unique self, because that is super important. Follow your unique self. Much love and peace, and see you on the next video. Have a beautiful day. Have a blissful day. Ciao.